Visualizing the results of supercomputer simulations can be a computationally demanding process. Research in applying supercomputing technology to the problem of data visualization is being conducted at the Institute for Computer Applications in Science and Engineering, or ICASE, located at NASA LAngley Research Center. Many leading-edge applications in the aerospace sciences require large-scale computer simulations on complex, time-varying, three-dimensional problem domains. Increasingly, scientific computations with demanding memory and processing requirements are being performed on massively parallel supercomputers. The results of these computations often range from hundreds of megabytes to hundreds of gigabytes. At this scale, detailed analysis of the output is difficult, if not impossible, with conventional graphics workstations. As an alternative, ICASE researchers have developed new rendering algorithms which perform graphics and visualization operations directly on the parallel machine as data is generated. The result is a stream of compressed images which can be displayed in real time on the user's desktop or stored for later viewing. With surface rendering techniques, it's often difficult to see more than one or two nested structures within three-dimensional data sets. To overcome this limitation, volume visualization techniques accumulate color and opacity information through the depth of the data, allowing for better viewing of diffuse, overlapping, and nested features. Volume visualization is especially challenging due to the size of the data sets involved and the high computational costs of volume rendering methods. To address these problems, ICASE researchers have developed efficient ways of compressing and rendering time-varying volume data. One technique combines an octree representation of the volume with difference encoding of successive time steps to provide high compression ratios and fast rendering rates. Another technique for parallel computing environments uses pipelining to hide much of the I/O time by overlapping file accesses with the rendering computations. Information about the direction of the flow is as important as the pressure or velocity of the flow. One elegant and popular technique for visualizing directional information is line integral convolution, also known as LIC. Although typically used to represent two-dimensional flow or flow across a surface, LIC methods can be extended to track 3D flow through a volume. In one project, an LIC-based technique has been devised to probe 2D and 3D flow fields by introducing virtual dies of various colors. The inserted die propagates through the flow field, highlighting local features, while another LIC texture illustrates the global motion. 3D LIC can also be used to trace streamlines in the volume. Depth information is emphasized through the introduction of visibility impeding halos around the LIC textures, and color is used to convey information about additional scalar quantities within the flow. An important part of scientific visualization is finding the relevant or interesting features within large data sets. The user is then able to focus on the most important parts of the problem, and the amount of data can also be reduced to a level suitable for processing on a desktop workstation. ICASE's visualization scientists have developed several methods for finding the most perceptually relevant feature lines and edges in large unstructured grids. This allows the dataset to be manipulated interactively with rapid response times. Once an appropriate view is established, more expensive visualization techniques can be applied to discern details within the data. The wake vortices that spiral from the wingtips of aircraft pose a potential hazard to airplanes that follow too closely. To assist in the analysis of wake vortex data, ICASE researchers have developed a tracing algorithm to extract vortex force from simulation results, a surface tiling algorithm for visualizing the boundaries of the extracted vortices, and feature enhancement algorithm which facilitates volume rendering of the interior of the vortices. These techniques represent only a sample of the visualization research activities being conducted at ICASE. More information is available on the World Wide Web.